Hi everyone, Comic Reviewer here. This time reviewing on the film Seeing Double. Now, as you know, Seeing Double is a 2003 British musical comedy film that was meant to feature the popular British band S Club, who at a time were a popular band, which the original lineup consists of Tina, John, Bradley, Joe, Hannah, and Rachel, and there was a seventh member, Paul, until leaving the band's name S Club 7 to be changed to S Club. I remember as a kid being an S Club fan. I remember having the CDs. I remember watching the TV show, getting letters from the S Club band, and so on. I remember getting the film Seeing Double for Christmas, and I remember watching it once or twice, and I think looking at it now, years later, it's a bit of a cash-in, but it's a cash-in that knows what it wants to be. We see how the S Club band are getting tired of being put too much on impossible standards by their manager, Alistair, who does have good intentions for them, but we see how he does work them a bit too hard. We see how one day they're left alone in Spain, in Barcelona, and we see how they learn to their shock, their dismay, and horror that they've been replaced. And we kind of see how they slowly learn that there's more truths about these replacements and more truths about what's going on. And I think at the same time, they do build up the whole kind of suspense story well. Like, you can tell they're trying to figure out who these replacements are, and we kind of learn that there's more truths about it. And I would say the film works at times, because, yeah, it's just one of those celebrity kind of musician cash-ins. And again, there's been a lot of cash-ins with famous singers as well as famous stars. With singers, yeah, you kind of had Sia, you kind of had Miley Cyrus, you kind of had like Russell Brand and that doing their own movies that either became hit and misses. The same with Vanilla Ice. And I think at the same time, I think at the same time when looking at some of the scenery, like when they do break in the song, it does feel like the budgeting was put together at the last moment, but I think they knew what they wanted to be. And I think there is surprisingly some adult humour that you would notice, like one of their friends, Natalie, having a sort of vibrator, which he says are vibrating and kind of looks. And they even have one of the people who are taking the pictures with the S Club members touches one of their butts. So, kind of foreshadowing the whole Me Too movement thing. And I think at the same time, when you do have the replacements of the S Club gang, I think they're not really meant to be evil or neutral. I think they're meant to be like, I would say, like a person who wants to be someone. They have no originality. They don't have any goals they want to be. And I think the point of Seeing Double's message with the Imposter S Club is a bit of a message, a moral, and a lesson. That it's okay to copy someone, but it's important to be your own original person, as if you copy the person too much, then you don't have your own original style, and sometimes copying off of others can hurt and affect others badly. And I think for the most part, I would say I do have a bit of a theory that it's possible that Seeing Double was going to be a planned TV series until being changed. And I think one of my personal songs during the whole sequence is Who Do You Think You Are? It's catchy, but it knows what it wants to be. And I think them sort of doing Seeing Double makes sense, as I think this was S Club's big final send-off, as well as them doing a film to show the fans how they feel about the life of Stardom, as well as showing that, yeah, there are just people like the imposters with no originality. So I think the film definitely deserves a thumbs in the middle. It's kind of alright, kind of okay, despite some lack of creativity. So, Comic Reviewer here, signing out.